Crochet Podcast, but today it's probably 10 minutes. So I put 10-minute crochet podcast in the title today. So how are you? There's no video for you today. It just didn't happen this week. So maybe next week. In the meantime, I am still crocheting, which is a good sign. Good sign. I'm working on the ugly blanket, which actually looks pretty good at the moment, but I don't know how much longer that's going to last. So I used up, so this is the Tunisian double crochet blanket that I'm doing, and I do have a meeting today, so I'll get to crochet while I'm in my meeting. But I started with this aqua blue and used up all of that color that I could find in the house. Good morning, Brian. So I used up all of the blue that I could find in the house. And then I am going to go ahead and separate the different scrap colors with 2 rows of the gray to try to help it look more elegant and a little less spontaneous. But it is a scrap blanket, so we shall see. So right now, the color I'm using is this terracotta, and it actually looks really good together, which it kind of surprised me. This is not a color scheme that I would normally do, which is kind of cool in terms of a learning experience, that if I have a scrap blanket and I just randomly pull things out, that maybe I'll learn something. So, hey, Bonnie, so not all is wasted when you do a scrap blanket. Yeah, I like it so far too. So the plan is to use up all of the terracotta, which I think I'll have fewer rows of the terracotta than the blue, but I'm not sure. I'll be playing. Good morning, Karen. So I'll be doing yarn chicken again. So on the blue, I was just a little bit short of a final row, and I went ahead and started the gray, but I didn't like it. So I went ahead and ripped back and changed colors just at the end of the row to keep the ends um, on the edges of the blanket. And then there's no jogging in the middle of the row where changing of color happens. And because of that, I learned that a ball of this size is not enough for an entire row of this blanket. So now this is my yarn chicken where I lost. So this is now my measuring, like enough to make a true scrap blanket. Yes. So I will hold this back. This is now my measure when I find random balls of yarn around the house, like, how does it measure up with my wasn't enough ball? So I'll be keeping that handy. So the plan is to finish the terracotta and then to do 2 rows of the gray and then to add another color. And I don't think there will be any repeating colors unless I come across another skein of one of the colors I've previously used that I didn't find. So I tried to gather all of the yarns that are like partial balls of this weight, either the Brava Knit Picks or the Knit Picks Brava worsted, or the Paint Box Simply Aran worsted. So those 2 links that are in the description of every video. So if you do a border, those could be useful. That's true. That is very true. Absolutely. Thank you for reminding me. I'll keep those just in case. Or a corresponding pillow. So that might work too. So I gathered all the yarn. Those are the 2 different yarn brands that I used in the greenery blanket, and you've seen me use them many times throughout all of the videos. Those are not a paid sponsored promotion. I purchased all those yarns, although I do have affiliate links in the description boxes of just about every video in case you need to go shopping. But anyway, so let's see what's in the grab bag. So I don't know what I'll do next. So I have, let's see, what are my choices? I don't know. I have so many discordant choices, because when I chose all of these yarns, when I purchased all of these yarns, I really did challenge myself to get a wide variety of colors even colors that I didn't really love, so that I would unlock some of my creativity that maybe had gotten stuck by using other colors. So right now I've got the turquoise, the gray, the terracotta, then there'll be 2 rows of the gray, and then I think, let's see, should I go, what are you envisioning? Anybody have any suggestions on what color family I should do now? Let's see, that's maybe the grass green, maybe the spring green. I've got a little bit of this blue. That would only be like 2 or 3 rows before I had to add gray again. No. Oh, okay, I have more grass green than I thought, so okay. So that could be a sizable chunk. It might end up being green. I do have a fair amount of this really bright yellow. Let me know in the comments below if you're not here with me. Yellow, which I'm not loving, but maybe I might have to use it eventually. The green, which might be what I'm looking at. Use up a little bit of the royal. I don't know how much of this I have. I don't know how big of a stripe I'm going to get out of the royal. Or do none of it and finish the entire blanket in more gray. And then I'll have 2 gray blankets, 1 gray and 1 with some terracotta and aqua stripes at the bottom. So let me know what you think. I also have the cheetah colors available. The black, the camel, the caramel, and I forget the 3rd color. 4th color. So I've got those. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking today. Don't really love the yellow. Tough choices. Maybe have a muted color scrap blanket and a brighter color scrap blanket. That's a great idea. So maybe I, restrict my palette to just the muted colors. The other color would be pink. No. But you see what happens with these scrap blankets? Like, it could get ugly in a hurry if you don't plan it out. So I think I've got a lot of this, but that's really discordant. Maybe if I'd used this instead of the terracotta, then that would have taken the whole blanket a different direction. So I might have to go digging, lay them out and move them around until it's pleasing. Yeah, I might have to just, I knew it was going to be an ugly blanket. So maybe I just need to embrace the ugly. Embrace the ugly in life and just allow it to be what it's going to be. It'll still be functional though. I know that. Maybe I'll use the blue next, just even if it's a thin stripe. I think that's probably a good choice. And then I'll just go from there, and we'll just keep making decisions along the way. But is the scrap blanket supposed to be pleasing? No, it's not. It's supposed to be functional, and it's supposed to use up my scraps, and it's supposed to be ugly, because I called this the ugly blanket. So it's not supposed to be pleasing. It is pleasing to touch. The fabric is great. I mean, it's really nice and drapey, and that is really nice. So it'll be pleasing to touch and hold, and the warmth will be pleasing. But the colors, maybe not so much. So maybe it'll just put people right to sleep, and then they'll have their eyes closed, and then they won't care what color it is. Or you'll be using it in the dark anyway. And so again, it won't matter what color it is, because you'll be in the dark. So let's think about that. I think I like the blue. I think I have a ton of this blue too. Or I have another shade that's slightly darker that I have a ton of. I think that's what's going on. So we'll see. We'll keep playing with it. We'll try not to make it too pleasing. But we'll try to make it not too ugly too. So I don't know. It's probably a huge waste of time, but if it's relaxing, it's a valuable use of time, right? So it keeps my hands busy when I'm watching TV and keeps me company while I'm sitting through meetings, not with clients, but I've got a meeting, a training type meeting today. I don't even know what it is, some kind of mandatory meeting at noon. So I'll be crocheting through that, and it'll make it a more relaxing and valuable use of my time to double up on watching my meeting and also crocheting at the same time. Give me a little break in the middle of the day. All right, that is our 10-minute crochet podcast for today. I thank you so much for being here and being loyal watchers. Please hit the thumbs up if you don't mind. And I'm going to endeavor, let's see, tomorrow is a 10 a.m. morning, okay, and then Friday is a 9 a.m. morning at this point. So maybe I can still find a way to get my life together and get a video out for you, but I've learned that I need to stop making promises and follow the adage of work diligently in private and then celebrate in public. So instead of revealing my plans all the time. So I just have a big mouth, I guess. I just like to talk. And I appreciate you every morning. It's nice to talk to you all in the mornings before my day. So I'm just going to wind this little blue ball here and see how it measures up to my barometer aqua blue to see if I have enough for at least maybe 2 rows of the blue. So I can use up that scrap. I probably need to know, oh, there's some more. Oh my gosh, I've got yarn everywhere, everywhere. So I probably need to do another consolidation cycle of walking through all of my yarn stash spots and finding all of the matching worsted weight yarns so that I can choose the ones that are most visually pleasing, if not completely visually pleasing, and certainly not discordant. I kind of like the idea of making another blanket that's just the brights. And I really ought to pick another stitch pattern so that I have something to teach you and to do something different, even though I'm really loving this one. Another a brights um, scrap blanket that will be truly ugly, in my opinion. Anyway, okay, I'm off to work for the day, and I will see you a few minutes before 10 a.m. tomorrow, assuming all is on schedule and well. So I'll see you then, and I hope you have a relaxing and valuable use of your day. Hit the thumbs up if you don't mind. Go back and watch anything that you may have missed so that you can chime in on voting for the next color. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.